Well, they have raised concerns with regard to the credibility of the IEC because of the delays that we are seeing here. People are still setting up here, pushing trolleys and all that. But we know around this time, everything it is set, you know, because it is the first day of the special votes. But the IEC center here in the Northwest capital, Mahikeng, they are still setting up. Hence, we are hearing Democratic Alliance in the Northwest raising concerns to say, what does it really say about the IEC? But however, we also saw the media invitation from the office of the Premier, Bushimape, who was expected to come and assess the situation here, but it has been postponed until further notice. They say that communique will be handed out as to when the Premier will come to see and observe all the preps here in the media center and also at the center of the IEC in the Northwest capital. With me here, I am with Jacqueline Theologo. She is the DA representative. I understand that she was in the meeting with the head here and the officials here to hear what exactly is wrong here. Theologo, thank you so much for joining us. The delays here, what is the management here saying about what is prevailing?
You know, only after we arrived and we found this situation of absolute chaos inside, people running around, a very senior IEC staff member vacuuming Dr. Tiba's office still, nothing set up, and we're used to having a perfectly set up rock center in the province. And the reasoning that they gave us is that service providers failed them. They had to procure another service provider outside of our province. And Eskom and power failures really hampered their progress in requisitions and working on the system online. Even though they had a generator at times, it still created backlogs because you could not enter onto one of their systems, and it took time to redo all the work as soon as the electricity went off. My problem is we knew that we're going to have elections. Even though the IEC applied for postponement of the election, and we know that elections were supposed to take place. Political parties are ready. We are ready. We were here this morning before 8 special votes supposed to be cast, and we're having problems. We can't use the issue tracking system inside, which allows us to communicate with the IEC, indicating where our MPLC members on local level cannot resolve an issue so that they take note on a provincial level. We have been using emails to communicate, to have a paper trail, but this means, if we look at the storerooms and everything out here, it tells me they're ill-prepared. It tells me that everything is not ready, and if we listen to the reports coming from our voting stations, for instance, Madibeng, quite past 8:30 was not open, most of their voting stations. In Ditsabotla, Ward 4 in Bladeville, always protesting. No ballot papers at 8:30 still. And if I look around, I can understand why there's a problem. It seems that the material was not out to where it should be. Staff was not here. We understand it's COVID and it needs more work and it means more protocols in place, but everyone has been working this way, schools, universities, businesses. The only job of the IEC is to hold a free and fair election. And I'm really wondering if they're getting to that part of their role in the Constitution, because it's chaos. In Matlosana, we've had requests that political parties approve special votes, only use one envelope. And it can't be that it's total deviation on protocol. Why don't they have enough envelopes? Why are the IEC not ready? We're still having problems with the voting machine. It's chaos everywhere. It seems they're not trained enough, and it's obvious in this area. I listened to you speak about Premier Mape. You know, Premier Mape used to be the ANC's representative on the PPLC until he was inaugurated. He knows what was supposed to be the standard of the Northwest. But I think it's endemic to government in the Northwest that they're just not ready to service. the voters of the Northwest, and we're worried.
So have you engaged the IEC in all these issues that have been raised?
Yes, we're communicating with them. They are fixing some of the issues. We use a paper system of emails so that we can track what is happening, because we can't use their tracking system. But the DA is fortunate. We have our own issue tracking system. So we're also escalating to the national level PLC. The issues is driven from our local PLC level on the municipal level. So where an MEO is not addressing the issue sufficiently, we escalate, and we've done so. Most of the issues has been solved. For instance, there are 2 wards, DA wards, did not have vehicles to transport IEC personnel to do home visits. It's unbelievable. It seems that there's a problem, and I'm worried that it's specific strongholds of the DA that is targeted with problems. Because if I listen to some areas that is working well and others is in total chaos, we're wondering what is happening in the Northwest.
Well, thank you so much. That is Jacqueline Theologo. She is the DA rep here, but however, we will try to engage the IEC head in the Northwest to hear what exactly could be the reasons of the issues that she has raised here, in particular the delays where we are at the IEC center. We know that every elections at this time, on the first day, of the special votes, everything is up and running. But today, they are still setting up on the first day. So we'll try to talk and engage with the IEC head in the Northwest province.